Dickerson and Marcus Semien went back-to-back, one inning before Brad Hand let up 2 home runs and 4 runs to the Nationals as the Blue Jays got swept in this past series. Welcome back to the Blue Jays recap. I am your host Evan, and we are back with another Blue Jays game recap. We're going to do a 2-game recap today because it was a shortened series because there's only 2 games, so I just decided to mix it in one. The Blue Jays lost both of their games in their 2-game series, and they were not very nice wins, as the Nationals are not a good team, and it's looking like the Jays aren't either right now because they are playing terrible. In the first game, the Jays lost 12-6 in a huge blowout win, as Alek Manoah got his second loss of his career and went 3 innings, let up 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, and only had 2 strikeouts. As, again, not a good outing for him. Trent Thornton did pick up 1 earned run and 1 hit off a home run, as Tyler Snead, Overton, and I guess Dolis did let up a run, were okay, but Tyler Saucedo, terrible. 0.1 innings. Had let up 3 earned runs on only 1 hit. Not good for him, as the Nationals had a really good day. As Freddie, he's that guy that can really get guys out because he showed it. He's not the best pitcher. His ERA is not really well, but he showed that he's a really good pitcher. He's a 5.14 ERA, listen to that. But he only let up 5 hits for the Toronto Blue Jays. For the Washington Nationals. Got 4 strikeouts against them and only had 3 earned runs, as the rest of their bullpen only let up 2 runs as a team, or 2 of them earned as a team, as they just did a really good job at shutting down the Blue Jays in that game to only 6 runs, which is not very good, but it's not terrible. In the game, again, not a good day for not a good day for Marcus Semien. He had an 0-for-5 day with a strikeout, and so did almost everyone else on the Jays too, as Corey Dickerson had an 0-for-4 day with a strikeout, and Reese McGuire did. He had 1-for-4, but also had a strikeout and an RBI. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. though went 2-for-3 with 2 walks. Not a bad day for him. He picked up a run, no strikeouts. Not a bad day. Bo Bichette had a 2-for-5 day. He did have a strikeout on the day though. And Teoscar Hernandez had a 2-for-4 day, but had no strikeouts on the day, as the Jays had 5 strikeouts as a team. Didn't do very well pitching, didn't do well hitting. The Jays did not have the best day on both sides of the ball. The Nationals didn't really either. One thing though is Riley Adams. They traded him for Brad Hand, who's just terrible right now for the Blue Jays. Adams had a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Why couldn't you do that with the Blue Jays, Riley? Come on. They gave Josh Bell 1-for-4. Julio Hernandez a 2-for-3 day with a home run and 3 RBIs. Juan Soto had a 1-for-2 day with 2 strikeouts. Not a good day for the Blue Jays at all. And they're looking like a maybe under average team. Because right now, if you look at it, the Jays are now 10 games behind first. 10. 5 games behind second. And 4 behind third. The Red Sox did drop down. They're playing bad. And this is where the Jays could have gained ground. They could have been 2 games behind third against the Red Sox, who were losing a lot. The Yankees, they could have been 3. And then the actual thing, they could have been 8. That's not bad. But they were losing. They're now 63-54. It's a terrible record. Vladdy's not playing on par. Springer's out. He just got placed on the 10-day IL. The rest of the teams, the Rays and the Yankees, are playing well. The Red Sox aren't, and this is where you make ground, but the Jays just decide not to. I don't understand why. There's teams that are gaining ground on the wild card, and the Jays are just losing. They're looking to not make the playoffs this year. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know how they messed up this bad, but they did. That was the first game. The game did not have much scoring, as the Jays had so many scoring attempts. It was like amazing how they didn't score. They had Vladdy on 2 men on base. They got out. The next inning, 2 men on base. They got out. And then the runs started piling up on them. And then they started to lose. Like, you need to drive in runs. I know Springer isn't here, but he can't carry the load. So can't you guys. You need to pick up the pitching. You need to bring up the hitting. It all started in the, really the scoring started when Julio Hernandez had a home run. Then there's Corey Dickerson picking up an RBI right to the first baseman, where that could have, because they were in the shift, they could have gotten maybe more. Another home run happened as Esaides Escobar had a 2-run home run. Then Yuriel Hernandez had another home run. And then it was Josh Bell, Kyler Kirabon, Riley Adams. Then the Jays started to try to make a comeback, which is kind of really hard because they were down 8-2. Teoscar Hernandez and Santiago Espinal got RBIs. Grounded into a double play, though, as Reese McGuire, Alejandro Kirk had RBIs as well. But then Ryan Zimmerman, Riley Adams again, Victor Robles, Carlos Kalos, all had RBIs and finished off the game with a win. And again, another terrible game for the Blue Jays. What they need to do in the next series, really, they need to pick up their offense. They need to pick up their pitching. Like Charlie Montoyo, he needs to figure out this bullpen, because the really only consistent pitcher that they have is Jordan Romano in the bullpen. I know guys are coming back. I know Julian Merriweather's coming back. I know the bullpen is getting there. I know this game really just showed the Jays this whole season. Offense tried. The bullpen did not. The starting pitching wasn't amazing, but there's not much to say. Tim Meza came in. He coming off the IL. Didn't have the best outing in the second game. He only got up 1 run on 1 hit, and he picked up a strikeout just to get out of the inning. In this second game of the 2 games, Jose Barrios pitched 5 innings, let up 2 earned, 3 runs, 5 hits on 3 strikeouts. Not a bad outing, which definitely not a good outing for him. Adam Simber, terrible, let up a run on a homer. Then Brad Hand, awful, blown save. He picked up the loss. Terrible. Brad Hand is one of the worst relievers now. I don't think he's had at least 1 solid outing for the Blue Jays this year. Brad Hand is one of our worst bullpen pitchers. I don't know why they put Trent Thornton in. He didn't let up any runs, though, and Trevor Richards actually did a good job. I don't know what Brad Hand is doing. He let up 4 runs, a walk, a base hit, and 2 homers. One to Josh Bell, who is straight terrible this year. Like, Josh Bell, he's hitting .241. You gave him a home run with 2 guys on base. Like, what are you doing? You give Juan Soto a home run. What are you doing? He didn't even have a good day. Juan Soto had 2 strikeouts. He had 2 walks, too. Like, Marcus Semien had a 2-for-5 day with a home run. So did Teoscar Hernandez without the home run. Vladdy, terrible. 2 strikeouts, 0-for-5. Bichette, 2-for-5, not a bad day, with a strikeout. But that was really all the offense. No one else picked it up except Corey Dickerson, who had a home run. And those top guys that I mentioned before. Lourdes didn't have a good day. And then you look at all the rest. You have Grichuk, you have McGuire, you have Kirk, who all put up zeros on the day. And not in the good way. Like, not a good day. Gray for the Washington Nationals. He went 6 innings, only let up 2 earned runs on 4 strikeouts. A really good outing. Ronnie Harper did get the blown save, but that's fine. It didn't really matter in the game because the rest of their team bounced back and got the win. 8-5 win. Like, what happened, guys? You're up, and then you lose. These are the games you need to win. You're up 6-5 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. You let up 4 runs. Why? You don't need to do that. But you did, and it doesn't make sense. Like, Brad Hand, don't bring him in. He's terrible. He's not a relief pitcher in this that deserves a spot on this team. In the first inning, Juan Soto had a 3-run home run. Jessica Hernandez did bounce back with an RBI that went over the fence, picked up a solo home run. So did Marcus Semien, but then Kyler Kieboom had an RBI off of Adam Simber. He's not been very good right now. But then Corey Dickerson and Marcus Semien. Semien had a back-to-back 2 home runs in the day and back-to-back. And they got the go-ahead home run. What happened? Oh, Josh Bell had a 3-run home run. And Kyler Kieboom has a second RBI, and he had a home run in that game. And then Vladdy grounds out on an amazing play, honestly, to end the game. Terrible game. I don't know what to say. If they can't win this next series against the Detroit Tigers, I will be mad. I really honestly want to see Mickey hit his 500th home run, just not against the Jays. Like, they're not playing well. This is your series you need to win. The Cleveland baseball team, if I can say that now, or the Cleveland Guardians, had a really good series against them as they won. The Tigers are not a very good team. They are massively under 500, 6 games. Like, the Jays are now 7 games above 500. They were just 9 a few days ago. I don't know what happened. It's going to be Robbie Ray on the mound, though, which is a bit of a lifesaver, as it's going to be against Tyler Anderson, who has a 4.57 ERA, 57 strikeouts, and a 2-2 record. But 32 games pitched. He is a relief pitcher who comes in those situations. But Robbie Ray is just better. Jonathan Scope, like Akil Baddoo, and Miguel Cabrera. That's it. All you need to shut down. Don't pitch Brad Hand in this series. I don't want to see him get on the mound again. I don't think any Blue Jays fan wants him back. Vladdy, Teoscar, and Vladdy all leading the Jays now. Teoscar is now leading the Jays in batting average with .317. The Silver Slugger is coming back. And that's all for the Jays right now. Joakim Soria, George Springer, Julian Merriweather, Kevin Biggio, Anthony Castro, all on the IL. I don't know when they're coming back, but this is not good. The Jays are back in Rogers Center, though, which hopefully they can get some momentum going, as I'm predicting a win in this game, but tag me on it if I'm wrong. I don't know what to say. Have an amazing day. Subscribe if you like this. If you want more Blue Jays content, we're going to have a new ER podcast and